we go with E-Trade and its technical difficulties again. Right, notable drop overnight. And then that decline ends with a fast sudden move higher, which is the Knight of Cups right at the open, and it creates this pop and drop. It's moved up, creating like a peak, and then coming back down shortly thereafter. And you can see we had this move there, sideways rotation. Futility. So likely we have a move to the upside at the end. We probably finish off in a high. And if you exited it first thing in the morning, you would have made a good profit. If you waited until 11 o'clock, might not have been as good. Like I said, you want to take profits if you could only wait till 11 o'clock if like you missed the opportunity to take profits right at the open. And you can see 10:30 would have been like the end of that opportunity, so it would have been a little bit late. But point being is there was a good profit there. So always remember to follow that rule of karma, my friends. Hey, AV. The Strife card's nullified. We have Strife for the 8th. Lover's card on the 8th too. Right, but what we're in right here is this period of volatility. First we have this decline, and out of the decline a big move to the upside. Now we're in the midst of this period of volatility that should end with a fast sudden move higher, taking us into a high at the close. Oh, that's good to hear. Appreciate it, AV. Hard to say. Hard to say how it opens tomorrow, but there should be a trade opportunity in the midst of a sideways fluctuating decline. Hey, AW Tinting. Appreciate it. Hey, Tabraze. SPC, yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with SPC, but it's really pissing me off. Well, I mean, we have a lowest low here for the 6th, so it is possible that we were off by a day, and today ends up being the lowest low. But remember when I was saying it's a little tricky because we have the death card here. The death card is a very bottomy card as well. But we should see some sort of bottoming out tomorrow based on the death card. And then let's take a look at the 1 year, see what's going on. Well, I mean, we're definitely coming in on the lowest low here in, it looks like October. And then there's a lot of ground covered. We should see a pretty big move to the upside. So I think it would be silly to sell at these levels, like out of fear, just be silly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm holding tight because there's a big move here to the upside. If I don't see a big move to the upside here in October out of a low, like a really big move, I might reconsider my position. Hey K-Po, welcome. Will Meta be lower tomorrow compared to now? Brief peak that's easily missed. It looks like it's probably going to be lower tomorrow. Yeah, there's a notable trough there. Man, this was a real September was not an easy month to do a read. My God. This year's really given me some tough ones, some tough months to do readings, I gotta say, compared to like some of the other years that I've done monthlies. NVDA. Capo, what would you like to know about NVDA? Hey, Dumb Money. Does anybody remember? I feel like I did an NVDA for September. Will it move up, NVDA? Eventually it should move up, but I mean, do you want to do like a time frame? Like, are you talking like this week? You talking like over the next month? Give me a time frame. It makes for a better answer. Hey, Robert. So, NVIDIA for the month of September. Overall trend direction. It's kind of like sideways. I got the truce card, which is kind of like flat behavior for NVIDIA. And that's the month of September, so we should see some sideways behavior here. Let me see here. Yeah, it all looks sideways to me for NVIDIA. And then XLEU. XLU for the month of September, overall trend direction. I got the same card. Wow, I got the truce card again. And it was Clear Kinetics the first time. Clear Kinetics is super reliable. So I would say a lot of sideways behavior for both of those tickers that you asked about, Capo. Next week, or this week and next week. So NVDA, decline with an opportunity to open up block position. Next week there's Unicursal, so we'll probably have a point there, like a peak before a really sharp decline. The Unicursals, it usually indicates like a really sharp decline of some kind. I might avoid getting into a long position this week, but it looks like a decline this week. Wow, it looks like it continues declining into next week. It's a pretty big decline, actually. Following week after that, it looks like it's to the upside. That's NVDA, and then XLU this week. It's bearish, so we'll rally into key resistance, and then we decline from that resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. The following week looks like we might bottom out. I got the Princess of Discs, which in a lot of cases is an important support level where you have like a bottom and an opportunity to cash out of a short position. Yeah, it's to the downside both weeks, pretty much. Appreciate it, Capo. Any questions you have, let me know. And also for anybody new watching, guys, remember the whole point of us giving away this information and pricing the things that we charge for so cheaply is because we want to be able to give everybody support But we also need you guys to follow through on the rule of karma. It's super important. The channel needs constant support, people following through on the rule of karma. So especially anybody that followed through on that overnight trade should have made a good profit. Remember to send 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities through the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, and 5% of the profits back to the channel through one of these links. Leaves you with 90%. Spend that money out of love, and as long as you follow those rules, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel, my friends. That's the rule of karma. Oh, sorry, Dumb Money. I just saw eBay coming week. eBay's looking bullish. It's looking bullish next week. You wanna come down, buddy? Hermes is doing alright. He's still not 100%. You're a good boy. Yeah, everybody loves you. You're welcome, Capo. Thank you. I love you too. And you can see how there's some variation, and that's based on weekends. Some of the days, the weekends cut out some of the days of the pattern from this segment, and it'll be different days that are cut out from the pattern of this segment, and then different days that are cut out based on the weekend. So it does alter the pattern somewhat, but you can see this is very much like drop, sideways-y, drop, and then a move to the upside. And then we have, at this pivot point, a move back down, and then a big move higher, and now we're kind of doing this sideways-y behavior. A little bit more swings, but we also have more time in the middle band. I don't have this one done. Surprising. So I don't have the ESO meta portion done of this 1 year, but I can still get some overall idea of what's going on. Wow, and then right at the end of June is that big move to the upside. And we want to went ahead and marked off this unicursal energy here, or this unicursal hexagram. Interesting, it was marked off, and we have it here. We have it here on the 1 year too. I'm sure when we were looking at this. Oh no, it is from this reading. So this is probably going to get filled in the next sharp decline. Based on this, it looks like the low for the year is going to remain the beginning of the year. Yeah, I think based on this, the low for the year is already passed for Nvidia. Oh, a low for September. Um, is that what I did? I give you? Did I give a reading saying that? I don't recall where that's coming from. The low for September. Oh, is that? Did I just do that? Was that the Princess of Discs? Very likely it's a low. If that's what this is from, if I was talking about the Princess of Discs in regard to Nvidia and that week, then I would say there's probably it's either a local bottom, or it's the low for September. $498 by next week. Patience, buddy. We're going to go in a little bit. Will NVAX hit $8 next week? NVAX hit $8 next week, yes or no? I gotta know. Based on the chart, it looks like it goes higher. It's sort of a bearish kind of undertone going on with this chart. Looks like Monday. I pulled the first card that I threw down was the Princess of Discs again, so you could say cross-reading congruency. It's probably Monday. There's a pretty good trade opportunity on Friday too. It's hard to determine though if it's bullish or bearish, but Monday's probably the low, yeah. Right, it makes sense we should see a move to the upside tomorrow based on where we are. We bounced off of the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line. Bounced off of that, and in the sequence of events, decline, incline, sidewaysy. In the midst of the sidewaysy, we bounce off of the 50-day once, and then we gradually rise. It's kind of mixed, but we gradually rise into this price level here. Remember what I was saying at the beginning of retrograde? Generally speaking, you get more than one opportunity, and when you see the price level that you see at the beginning of the period, you usually revisit it in the second period and the third period. So there's not really any trades for overnight here. Interesting. Yeah, I want to set myself up for a drop over the weekend based on this on the unicursal here and the end of the day in the midst of this big move to the upside. Looks like there's 2 points at which one might want to open up a short position. I would say open up 50% of the short position when we hit a key resistance here, like midday at a high. And then if we have another big move to the upside in the last hour, I would buy the other 50%. If we don't have a big move to the upside to a high midday, I would just wait till the end of the day, and in the midst of a big move to the upside at the end of the day, I would open up a short position. Remember, if you're messing with options, make sure not to play around with out of the money options. You will regret it. Like Esometa predicts behavior, it doesn't predict price points, right? So like if you're out of the money, you might get the move that you're expecting, but it won't bring you in the money range, and you'll end up just evaporating your position. So stay away from out of the money. If you're going to utilize options, you should utilize at the money, or in the money is even better. If you must play with out of the money, make it like $1, and if it goes in the wrong direction, out immediately, because all you're playing with is borrowed time. Yeah, see, we've got this cross-trading congruency here with the low and a notable drop here at the beginning of the day. Interesting. We've got the gain card here and the gain card here. That's interesting. We also have the lover's card here and the lover's card here. Interesting. So you know what may be happening here is that here on the 8th, we sell off from oh, E-Trade's pissing me off. There we go. Right, because we've got pop and drop energy at the end of the day too, and so far we've seen this move higher. There's a good chance. Yeah, it's a little unclear as to where we open in relation to today's close, so I would just avoid trading the gap or trading over like a swing trade overnight based on the fact it's unclear. But the trades to do tomorrow are like to split up a short position into 2 pieces if possible and position oneself for that drop over the weekend. So we've got the October dailies for the S&P 500. Normally they'd be coming out already. We got a little backed up. The whole thing with Hermes kind of slowed me down, but we should have at least half of those coming out later today on the website. So if you want to get like October's dailies sooner than they'll come out on YouTube, you do that here at Esometa Posts under our services on Tarot for Traders, and go and right here, early access to our posts. Click here to subscribe. $29 a month, $249 for the year. Gets you access to all of the posts that come out, all the public posts that come out on YouTube. They come out much earlier in most cases here on the website. Well, Caroline, it gets a little ugly next week, but I would probably wait if I was going to pull out. I'd probably wait until the 25th, 20th or the 25th. Actually, it might be the 21st, not the 20th. On the 20th, it would be like first thing in the morning at a peak. Well, it looks like we have the lowest low a few days next week comes into play. But I will point out that I had a significant peak indicated here on the 7th, and clearly we didn't have that. Well, I guess technically, but it's not really that significant. It's like we had this decline here and then this retracement, and it's kind of pushing it. So the reading seems to be like it a little bit off as it is. So just keep that in mind. But I see lows next week, Monday, cusp of 13th and the 14th. And then either the 15th or the 18th. Hard to say which one. There we go. 15 minutes left here. We should be bound by this upper end of the range. I don't foresee us going much higher there. What's Disney's overall trend direction in Q4? Looks like the lowest low ends up being in September here. It looks pretty mixed, but I think It looks pretty mixed, but it looks like we do end the year higher than where we are now. Hopefully at a highest high there on the cusp of November, December. Yeah, so we were pretty on point with the low here and the low here. A little bit off. Looks like we're a little bit early on the low here. We had it for August, but you could say the cusp of August, September, somewhere in there. Um, and then it's really mixed. Q4 is really mixed. When I shuffle, I clear, and then when I do, like, and when I set up my environment to do my readings, I clear the energy of everything, not just the cards. Looks like we were off there. We had a high. Wow. Trough. Yikes. Is the short from the 8th till the 11th still in play? Um Should probably wait till tomorrow and see what happens. That double X could have ended up being a lowest low right there. I don't think it's a lowest low, but it's a significant low, obviously, and you can see how that came into play. It's hard to say if it's a low or low. It looks like it's like it's mixed coming out of September into October. Let me see. I think September's probably got a lower price level. It's pretty mixed. I mean, if there is a lower price level in September or in October, it would be in early October, like maybe like the first week or something. But I think we probably have the lower price level in September. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that Rule of Karma channel. Really needs your support. So make sure to do so. And make sure to do that. The universe will send it back to you tenfold through this channel. Spread the word. Tell other people about this channel. Let's get it growing some more. Help out the channel. Much appreciation to everybody watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.